Well, this presentation is just a small part of what's in that book, The Origin Speaks. Okay? There's a lot of stuff in there, but this bit I think is going to be supposedly recognisable, a bit of fun because you're all going to join in with the presentation, and also enlightening at the same time. So we're going to talk about what we are and how we incarnate. Hands up, all of you who think you know what we are. Oh, you're cheating. You're cheating. Where are they? Have you told them, Paul? Okay, so I'm going to go through a presentation, an interactive presentation that goes through a definition of what we are, what our personal hierarchy is, because that's in some small way also represents the hierarchy between the source, our creator, and what our true energetic selves are. What our structure is whilst we incarnate, okay? And how we incarnate. And there's just a flavour here of how we incarnate. It's not the full list, there's much more to it, but these are just some things that you'll recognise. And then I'll go through a little bit about how it affects us psychologically when we incarnate in some of these different ways, and how we interact with others. And then how we commune with our true energetic self once we finish our incarnation. And if we've got time, we'll go through some questions and answers. Okay. So then, question to you all. What are we? Anybody, shout out. What are we? Source consciousness, stardust, energy. Right. Up until I started to work with this book, I thought we were energy beings. One thing's for sure, that we are not what? We're not the human being, are we? We're not the human being. But more importantly, I found out that we're not energy beings. So if we're not the human being that we're in here now, and we're not energy beings, what are we? Consciousness. Who said consciousness? Yeah? Anybody else say consciousness? Yeah? Anything else? Frequency. Good. Anything else? Light. Yeah. All part of the same thing. But they're all different answers. So we're confused, aren't we? We don't know what we are. We do not know what we are. So, shall I explain to my current level of understanding? Because it's transient. As we get deeper into the knowledge base, we move on with our understanding. And we're allowed to see more. Dolores knew this. Every time she was given the baby food, that just prepared her for taking a little bit of meat later, a bit of vegetable later, and not just the mush that we get in baby food. So it's our beingness, by the way, that defines us. We're not the human being. We're not the energy being. It is our beingness which makes us what we are. Yeah. A definition, and I actually don't like this myself because it actually detracts from the actual answer of what we really, really are. But I was told to use it in the start. Okay? So our beingness is defined as our true energetic self. The energetic bit being a little bit of a red herring actually, but it's the same as the oversoul, the word that Dolores was told to use. It's the same as the Godhead, the same as Hindu philosophy uses. It's the same as the higher self, what we tend to use in the Western world. But if it's all these things, and all the things you said as well, what is the true energetic self? What is the Godhead? What is the oversoul? What is the higher self? Has anybody got an idea? Talked about consciousness, being energy, being frequency. What else is left? God? We are an individualized unit of God, correct? Mind. Yes. Extrapolate. Go further, backwards. What is mind? Consciousness. Go further back. Light. Going back down the hill now. Thoughts go in the right direction. Yeah. Knowingness, beingness, yeah. But what creates all of these things? What creates the desire? What creates knowledge? Vibration? Will? What creates will? Yeah. Desire. Go above desire. I desire to know what we are. Yeah. Determination. All of these things are functions of what we are. They're all the process, the downstream functions of what we are. Somebody said consciousness. Consciousness is part of the road that energy will go to on its route to something else. When we talk about being spiritually aware, we talk about what? Being self. Right. What's above self-awareness? It begins with an S, the word. Spirit. Nearly. Keep going. Nearly. Oh, source. I'm going to, apart from tripping over, I'm going to tell you what it is. Otherwise we'll be here all afternoon. Our true self is pure sentience. Yeah? That which is beyond consciousness, self-awareness, and conscious creativity. That which we are. But more than that, we are sentience given a body of energy. Our body of energy is a vehicle that we use to house the sentience. It's how we move around the environments that we evolve through. That part of the source which has been used for us to help it evolve through. Now here's the tricky bit. We can move that sentience from one group or body of energies to another. When we understand who and what we are and how we can work with those energies, we can move around. So the body of energy that we're given is actually given to us by our Creator, our Source. When we evolve to the point where we understand what we are, we can move that sentience away from that original body of energies. Think of it as a sphere of energy if you want to. Anywhere around the Source, anywhere around the multiversal environment that it's given us to work with. And we can therefore relocate our sentience. And we do so. In fact, we just don't do so. Our source entity does it as well. But that's the product of another lecture, maybe next year. We'll talk about evolutionary cycles. Okay. So we are sentience. We are pure sentience. Pure sentience creates, understands what it creates, perfects that creation, reproduces it, and keeps going. Sees where it can use that level of creativity to advance its own evolutionary progression. Progression is above evolution. Evolution is just one part of what we do as we progress. One of the ways in which we use our sentience is to experience different environments. Our true self, or true energetic self, our higher self, oversoul, or Godhead, desires to accelerate its own evolutionary progress. And it does this by incarnating, by experiencing the lower frequencies of the multiversal environment in the most profoundly integrated and immersed way, to experience things that it would never do normally. But there's a structure behind that. Okay? So we have a hierarchical structure. This structure is sort of static, but it will work with parallel conditions. Those of you who have read my books and the books of other people who talk about parallel environments will realize that we don't just exist in one particular reality, we have multiple realities that we can exist within.